Hey DCC, Jason here, and I'm so pumped about us going to 4 services. I'm doing this video to address some questions that have come up the last couple weeks. Questions about what is going to happen to our student ministry now that we have 2 new Saturday night services. And here's your answers. We will be offering Uprising, our service for 5th and 6th graders, during 3 of 4 services, during the Saturday night 4 p.m. service and during both Sunday morning 9 a.m. and 11 a.m. services. Mayhem will now be moving to Saturday nights. They will have an option now to stay until 8:30 for extra fun time in the backspace in a new small group program. Each will have our super fun backspace open in between both Saturday night and Sunday night services. Okay, Jay, why the big changes? Why won't there be Mayhem anymore on Sunday mornings? Well, when I got here 3.5 years ago, we had a combined 6th through 12th grade ministry that had just about 40 students in it. And since then, we have grown significantly. And because of that, we have had to make some changes along the way just to do things better. But each change gives us the ability to better reach students in this place. And now it's time for the next big change. When Greg or myself or a guest speaker come into this space to speak on the weekends, we like to say that this is a PG-13 environment. We are a church that talks about real issues, and sometimes parents of our 5th and 6th graders don't love the conversations that happen on the way home, and we get that. So we are doing everything we can with our limited space to create something age-appropriate and engaging for each student in this place. So our solution is Uprising 3 out of 4 services right over here in the West Auditorium underneath the student sign. That's a pretty big change, and it begs the question, what will happen to our 7th and 8th graders who've been meeting on Sundays at 11 a.m.? Well, here's the deal. When I think back on middle and high school and how they were combined on Wednesday nights when I got here and how we made the change, we missed something. We're missing something. There was a raw and real culture that our middle school students were able to engage with, and I want to get back to that. Our middle schoolers had an easier time inviting friends to a fun service that was about 2.5 hours long than they do now. It was at night. It was just a little bit better. So we're taking steps to get that back. Here's what a 7th and 8th grade service is going to look like. When you show up, you now have 2 entrances. You could come in the normal way that you're used to underneath the student sign, or you could come directly in from the outside through the glass doors. We're going to have an hour service that will be updated and created more to meet you right where you're at. But before that service is over and before our adult service lets out, we are going to grab and caravan all of our 7th and 8th graders back to the backspace. And in the backspace, we're going to have the opportunity to have fun and play games and do a bunch of stuff. And if your parents need to grab you, or if you as parents need to grab your students, you can go and do that from the backspace. But I really suggest leaving your students for an extra hour and a half, because we're going to be able to spend more time with each 7th and 8th grade students and their leaders and build those relationships. That is the part of our camp experiences that change lives, building those relationships. And I really encourage that you would let your students stay for that extra hour and a half and pick them up at 8:30. But if that's not a feasible option, or if you need to go, we get that. You can just walk over to the backspace. Right in the front left of the auditorium, there's a door. You can't miss it. You can just grab them by the nape of the neck or the pinky or whatever works best for you to get your 7th and 8th graders out of something. I know there's a lot of changes coming your way, but each change or addition we are making is designed to create a better, more real, more powerful experience for your 5th through 8th graders. I'm really excited about the new ways our students will be able to find hope, live in that hope, and start to give that hope away as we make some of these big changes. We cannot wait to see you on Saturday night.